This is the Reader's Theater script for Level B. It's called The Bojabi Tree. Once upon a time, there lived a wise old snake who created a huge forest for all the animals to live in.
The snake filled the forest with all kinds of fruit trees from which the animals could eat.
But the snake had one important rule.
You can only eat fruits of trees whose names you know. Otherwise, you will not be able to reach them.
For a while, the animals were happy. They ate mangoes and papayas and pomegranates.
But there was one tall tree in the middle of the forest that no one knew the name of.
And this tree had the ripest, juiciest looking fruit of all the trees in the forest.
One day, the elephant, the monkey, the tortoise, and the giraffe gathered under the tree.
I wish we could eat this fruit, but even I, with my long neck, cannot reach it.
I cannot reach it with my trunk either.
And every time I try to climb the tree, I fall.
Remember the rule. We must know the name of the tree if we want to eat its fruit. Does anyone know what the tree is called?
Nope.
Not me.
Negative.
Well, then we will have to send someone to ask the wise old snake.
I will go and ask. I am the tallest animal in the forest, so I know the snake will trust me with the answer.
If you want, I could go with you.
You, tortoise? Pfft, there's no need. I can handle this on my own.
So the giraffe set out to find the wise old snake. He climbed over tall hills and squirmed under low-hanging branches.
At last, the giraffe found a cave where the wise old snake lived.
Wise old snake, I'm here on behalf of all the animals in the forest. Would you please tell us the name of the tall tree in the center of the forest?
Yes, of course. The answer to the question that you asked of me is that the tree you seek is the Bojabi tree.
Thank you, Snake.
The giraffe returned to the forest, excited to tell the other animals what he had learned. But first, he stopped for a snack of mangoes and papayas.
Yum, yum, yum! I sure love mangoes and papayas.
When the giraffe arrived back in the center of the forest, the other animals all gathered around.
What have you learned?
Yes, tell us!
What is the name of the tree? All the giraffe could think of were the delicious mangoes and papayas he had eaten on his way back. He had completely forgotten the name of the tree.
You silly giraffe! How could you have forgotten? Never mind. I'm the strongest animal in the forest. I will go to the wise old snake and I will make sure to remember what he tells me.
If you want, I could go with you to help you remember.
You, tortoise? You're so small. What could you possibly do to help me?
So the elephant set out to find a wise old snake. He climbed over tall hills and squirmed under low-hanging branches.
At last, he found a cave where the wise old snake lived.
Hello, Snake.
Back so soon?
That silly giraffe forgot the name of the tree. Did you think you could remind me? I promise I won't forget.
I will tell you again, but listen closely. The tree that you seek is the Bojabi tree.
Great, got it. Thanks.
And the elephant returned to the forest, eager to tell the others what he had learned.
I won't forget. Bojabi tree, Bojabi tree, Bojabi.
But on the way back, the elephant happened upon a huge puddle of nice, cool mud.
You know, a bath would be refreshing after this long journey.
The elephant splashed around in the mud for a while. At last, he made his way back to the center of the forest. All the other animals gathered around.
So, what did you find out? But all that he could think of was how refreshing the mud bath had been. And the elephant had completely forgotten the name of the tree.
I can't believe you, Elephant. How could you be so careless? I will have to take care of this myself. I am the cleverest animal in the forest, so there's no way I will mess this up.
If you want, I could go with you. I could help you stay focused.
You, Tortoise? You would only slow me down.
So the monkey set out to find the wise old snake. He climbed over tall hills and squirmed under low-hanging branches.
At last, he found a cave where the wise old snake lived.
All right, wise old snake, tell me the name of the tree.
Again with the tree? I already told 2 of your friends.
Well, not tell me. I'm the cleverest animal there is. You can be sure I will not forget.
The wise old snake was not impressed by the monkey's boasts.
You are too proud, monkey. I will not tell you the name of the tree. You animals have had your chance. Now it is too late.
So the monkey returned to the forest empty-handed. He slumped and slouched and grumbled to himself all the way back to the center of the forest.
The other animals were excited to see him.
You're back so soon, monkey. You must remember what the wise old snake said.
Tell us, what is the name of the tree?
That silly old snake didn't tell me anything. You know, I don't think he's that wise after all.
That's a good point. If he were so wise, wouldn't he have named the tree something more memorable?
And why do we have this ridiculous rule anyway?
While the other animals were arguing, the tortoise decided to take matters into his own hands.
He climbed over tall hills and squirmed under low-hanging branches.
At last, he found a cave where the wise old snake lived.
Hello, wise old snake.
Hello, tortoise. I suppose you are here about the tree as well?
Yes, I offered to come along and help the others, and each time they told me I would be of no use. However, I still want to help. Will you please tell me the name of the tree so that my friends and I can eat its fruits?
The snake considered this. He had felt frustrated with the other animals. But the tortoise seemed kind and humble. The snake decided he would give the animals one last chance.
All right, tortoise. Repeat after me. The name of the tree is Bojabi.
The name of the tree is Bojabi.
The tortoise hurried back to the forest, repeating the words to himself over and over.
The name of the tree is Bojabi. The name of the tree is Bojabi.
The tortoise did not let himself get distracted by mangoes or papayas or mud baths or anything else. He made it back to the center of the forest in record time.
Where have you been, tortoise?
We were worried about you.
I went to see the wise old snake.
You? But you're so slow.
And so small.
I'm sure you've forgotten the name by now. There's no way you could have remembered.
But the tortoise have stayed focused on his task, and he did remember.
Well, my friends, I will tell you with glee. The name of the tree is Bojabi.
With that, the ripe, juicy fruits of the Bojabi fruits fell from the tree like rain, and all of the animals ate their fill.
And never again did they underestimate the tortoise or the other small, slow animals of the forest.
The end.